So I'll just do a quick video here, me kind of exploring this J5 with y'all. I just did a print head calibration, so we're still doing it. So it has us push this sheet on there, runs the sheet around, and it prints off this, so we can kind of see in the light here. It's kind of an interesting effect there, but it has us inspect it to see if there's any missing lines. Now on the camera it might be a little hard to see, but right here on 6, visually at least I can see it real easy. There is, right there, yeah, see, we can see that. So there's one little line that was missing. So in the little print head optimization, it asked us to count the amount of lines missing on what it was. So we did that. It told us to clean it off, and now it printed something on the bed, and now we're going to use a scale with a weight, this cool little weight here. So you want to talk about print calibration. They are going to use a scale and this really neat, like, polished steel or chrome or something. Yeah, stainless steel, polished stainless steel weight. So now we've got to open the door, place scale facing forward without the cable or resin container. Okay. So we have a print that says put scale here. So we'll take this off, and maybe we'll blow it off. So the scale is properly in position. And this is kind of neat. It does this kind of really advanced, you know, self-calibration, not only self-calibration, but yeah, it has a bunch of different calibration dealies. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm like focused on what it's doing and talking to y'all. But it's just really neat. I love seeing the different calibrations the different printers do. Like, for instance, this Ultimaker, like a lot of the Bamboos and other nice ones and Prusas, they do a nice bed level calibration before every print. And that Ultimaker actually uses the bed, it touches the nozzle, and then it pushes up on the nozzle. So the nozzle actually gets pushed up by the bed about 1 or 2 millimeters. Okay, so now we're gonna take this cable and put it there. And is this supposed to just see? Now I'll be honest with this, and if anybody from Stratasys is watching me, here's what the underside looks like. Yeah, so this is your UV cure. This is your roller that's actually depositing material. Or no, that's your depositor. This is some type of roller, which I guess I don't fully understand what the roller's for. But that one picks up waste, and that has waste. But this head moves back and forth, and that's the actual depositor of material, from my understanding. So earlier, I replaced part inside that. That's like a waste container is what it said. And then there's a wiper, and then we have another waste thing here that picks up excess off that roller. But I think what it's wanting right now is for this to just chill right here, because there is a USB point here, but not anywhere else on the inside. So I'm pretty sure we're going to shut that and do that the cable is connected and the door is closed, because it's probably trying to calibrate the weight of the cable now. Yeah, this is interesting. So I'm just going through this off of the prompts on the screen. So I haven't read any in-depth knowledge on this, but these printers are set up this way so that you could have a new employee come in, and if they're competent or a previous employee has gone through these steps before, then they'll be able to put the next person through these steps. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Okay, so scale connection problem, verify that the USB scale is connected both on both ends. So yeah, so it wasn't. So I thought it might have just wanted it in there. So let's do this. And now I guess there's not really a place for this to stick out. Maybe it just, yeah, I guess it just gets jammed like that. Okay, the USB is connected to the scale and the printer. Hopefully it doesn't spin it around. Yeah. But yeah, this is really neat. I got to see a bone that was printed on this. So as you noticed, it's a round build plate, right? And you have obviously a dot in the middle. So from looking at the software, the dot is not printed, and pretty much nitrogen over there. So check this out. Jesus, it's loud. Sorry about how loud that was, but I don't know. I guess I don't understand why it does this, but that thing is marked empty or part full. I don't know, but it blows off some loud noise every once in a while. Maybe if anybody works in a hospital or works with nitrogen, with big industrial nitrogen bottles like that, you could tell me why they have it purging occasionally like that. Okay, the resin container is in place. The door is closed. Resin container. So that would be one of these. Let's put a new one. So, resin container. But yeah, this is kind of what I'll be doing for a little bit, running through test things like this. This will probably have to be done every couple of weeks or every couple of months. I'm not sure to the extent of like advanced head optimization. I know the cleaning they want you to do every print. Oh, this is going up. Oh, I really hope this doesn't mess anything up. Oh, that made me nervous. Look at how close that is. Okay, so see, there's the head. The scale is inside the printed frame borders. The resin container is in place. The door is closed. Yeah. Yeah, no, it looks like that printer. Okay, so click, click, click. Next. Yeah, this is just kind of the process, it seems like. But man, it's going to be neat when we actually start watching this thing whip around really fast and print a multicolored piece. I mean, that's what I'm excited for. So, and then right off the bat, just to make obvious, none of these printers are going to be used for anything 3D print everything. This is completely separate from 3D print everything, other than I'm the owner and have the experience of 3D printing, and that's how I got this position. I had actually, one of the doctors had reached out to me because I run 3D print everything for profit, wanting to know if I knew anybody that would be interested in this position, and I definitely was, because I just thought even the unique experience of getting able to operate and understand a printer like this, as well as help in research, which already in the past couple of days I've been able to really make some good suggestions. For instance, the parameters they use to print bones off this Ultimaker they've already done, but they were going to have to do different parameters for the flash forward slicer. But I showed the guys that, hey, we don't need to use flash forward slicer. We can use Cura, the same one you used here, with the exact same settings used for this printer on that one. You know, obviously machine settings different and whatnot. But so this is running a Cura flash or sliced G code, and is otherwise the same settings that they printed a lot of the previous bones on that one. So yeah, it's super interesting. I hear this thing making noise. I'm guessing it's like dripping resin out, because it looked like this had been done before and maybe there was a little bit of resin dripped there. Yeah, what's interesting to me is these are so new that the material safety guys, the team that works on employee safety and material safety and hazardous pickup, hazardous waste and chemical waste and all that, they're like, hey, you know, 3D printing's new. We want to learn about it. They've only got some of their first stages of how to protect employees and operators of 3D printers out there. So we'll actually be working hand in hand with them on creating some standards and practices for operating machines like this in a clinical hospital setting. So it's definitely been done before in other hospitals, but let's say that, you know, a different hospital has that. They have their own policies and whatnot, and everyone has kind of been setting that stuff up independently, from my understanding, or has some best practices, and that's what UT Southwestern is about to go through. So it'll be really neat to walk together with them on making sure that I'm safe while I operate this machine and maintenance the machine and do those type of things, as well as anyone that comes after me in my footsteps as well will be safe. And that even came with, they were questioning on, because, and I've mentioned this in my past videos, these FDM printers do release a very fine particulate into the air. And if you're operating hundreds of these on a daily over years, that actually can build up in your lungs and cause issues. Now for, you know, only having a few or maybe 10 or 20 and operating them, you know, occasionally, like for me, for instance, this is kind of like an on-demand, as-needed thing. So I don't have set hours that I show up here. It's, hey, we need prints done. I'll show up, get the printers running. When everything's running smooth, I can leave. So that's really cool. So that means that these printers, I might set them up on 20-hour prints, and I might only be here for 5 minutes of that print time. But, you know, all those particulates in the air, does that go somewhere else? So that's some of the stuff they're going to learn about as well. I feel like any type of dangers from these are going to be very small or minuscule or under a set standard that we need to worry about or do anything special with. And from my understanding with this one, the particular resins we're using at the moment, these Veros, are safe. At least the guy from Stratasys told the guy that I'm working with that they're safe and that you can operate them. And he's definitely been using his gloves and not handling chemicals and everything otherwise, and actually has disposed of everything at his house. But that's something we're all going to learn how to properly dispose of here and what to do. So yeah, it's pretty neat. I mean, I'm really excited for this. I hope y'all are too. I definitely want to be making more content. This is the second video I've made today, obviously, so I'm going to get back in the swing of things. We're going to do lots of cool stuff, and maybe if y'all want me to explore UT Southwestern a little bit, maybe I can go around and even meet some new people here and see what other type of research and cool things are going on. But yeah, as far as 3D printing goes, we're going to be doing some medical resin and FDM research-based 3D prints that is pretty awesome. Yeah, so looks like this is going to take some time. I will follow back up here when I get this started. But yeah, guys, I just thought I'd kind of give a quick process of kind of the level of calibration this is doing. I don't know of any other resin printer that has you put its own calibrated scale on the inside of it, and then it calibrates itself on how much resin is put out and stuff like that. So that's intense. It's pretty neat. But anyways, guys, have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video.